142 pounds. It's from Parkinson's disease, but has it under control.
Pounds, pound for pound. 30 by knockout.
Look at that body.
The fighting pride of East LA, the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. 145 pounds.
Hello, his body. Look at that body, how tight it is. Both men, of course, in great shape. But you don't get bodies like that without really suffering in the gym. Two consummate professionals.
Professional record, 52 fights, 47 victories, including 35 knockouts, with 3 defeats and 2 even. Ladies and gentlemen, the former flyweight world champion, former junior featherweight world champion, former super featherweight world champion, and current lightweight champion of the world from General Santos City, the fighting pride of the Philippines and #1 pound for pound fighter in the world, Manny Pacquiao. Since capturing Olympic gold, his professional record stands at 44 fights, 39 victories, including 30 knockouts, with 5 defeats and 10 world titles. Ladies and gentlemen, the former junior lightweight, former lightweight, former super lightweight, former 2-time welterweight, former 2-time junior middleweight, and former middleweight champion of the world, the golden boy from East LA, Oscar De La Hoya.
Here is okay, anything but that's low. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourself at all times. Let's go.
All right, so we're set to go, Dave. I don't know about you, but there's no place in the world I'd rather be than right here, right now.
Goosebumps.
That's it.
Electricity, and you know, Manny Pacquiao, you're always expecting him to come flying out there and throwing something huge. And let's see if that's what he does here against Oscar.
And a lot of people think that's what Oscar has to do, too, is come out real fast and fight every minute of every round himself. Will there be any feeling out process, or will they go right to it? Oscar starts the test with the right hand upstairs. Manny tries to touch him up with the jab, but you can see the reach is significant for De La Hoya. And the cheers go up. A battle between the Filipinos and the Mexicans.
Right here in the United States.
Right. Manny caught him. Oscar hasn't landed anything significant here in the first round, but Oscar can set up that left hand. A little bit of abrasion on the nose of Oscar De La Hoya already. Oscar blasts the left side of the body of Manny downstairs.
Tried a couple times, and De La Hoya has managed to smother those shots.
Manny touches him up with his jab that time. There's a left hand lead for Manny, which is his power shot to the southpaw. 2 minutes gone. De La Hoya's not winning the first round at this point, in my opinion.
It looks a little roughed up around the nose area, too. Some good, sneaky shots getting through by Pacquiao.
Now Oscar opens up for the first time. Catches Pacquiao to the right temporal bone as Pacquiao is bent over. It can be a difficult angle for Oscar. Oscar short with his punches in spite of the fact of his reach.
And there's Pacquiao darting back out of trouble and then into the punching range. And his speed has probably been a little bit of a surprise for Oscar so far.
Well, it's significantly different in his speed. Oscar short with the jab again, last few seconds of the round. Oscar tries to open up, but Manny makes him miss. Caught him with the right hand there, but not significantly.
And here is Pacquiao on the right side of his screen. Good straight left hand getting through, then ducking down.
On Manny Pacquiao now. You heard Freddie Roach say, as soon as you feel those ropes, get off there. And he gets off by hitting Oscar.
Well, Oscar De La Hoya looked tight in the opening round.
He looks tight right now, too. And Manny nails him with the right hand. You know, Oscar was a natural southpaw, so he's got considerable power with his left hand, but he hasn't been able to land it yet. Manny's landed the heavier blows and more blows to this point. Oscar can't touch him up. The quickness of foot, the movement of his head, and the hand speed.
Now watch when De La Hoya moves to his left to cut off the ring. That is when Pacquiao charges him.
Taking it for the head of Manny, and Manny bobbing, weaving, ducking, diving, ducking, is not being hit by the jab at all. Oscar's got to get a piece of him. If I'm him, I got to step up there and start catching him in the chest. You got to get a piece of him.
Let's start there. Yeah, get inside. He wants the right hand lead against Pacquiao, but Pacquiao is really quick with his feet.
Oscar fighting a little on the flat-footed side. Manny right up on his toes.
Yeah, it's magic so far for Pacquiao, his ability to go in and out.
And in spite of the fact that Oscar had Angelo Dundee advising him, it was Angelo always used to say, hit and don't get hit, in and out, and that's exactly the way Manny Pacquiao is fighting right now. There's the uppercut. One big punch with the left hook can change the course of this fight in a minute. In a second, I should say. There was a left hook that got through that time, but it was with an outstretched hand of Oscar. There was no power behind it. But Pacquiao's movement is the difference in this fight, and it's extraordinary. Dave Bontempo, MGM Grand Garden Arena, facing you, Manny Pacquiao. To the left of your screen, Oscar De La Hoya.
De La Hoya outpunched in the power department, 2-1 so far by Pacquiao, who has shown infinite quickness, the good movement on the angles, and then delivered the payload after he's made Oscar De La Hoya miss. And you see some tentative qualities in these shots by Oscar De La Hoya. They're coming up a little short because of the speed of Pacquiao. Go through the Pacquiao jab and get that right hand in. And he's starting to load up with it now.
Oscar loaded up a couple of shots, and both were taken on the back of the gloves of Manny Pacquiao.
No, but it shows where Oscar De La Hoya's fight plan is headed.
Straight left hand down the middle, snap the head back of Oscar. Oscar hasn't done enough to win the first 2 minutes of this round, although he's had a better round 3 than the first. "45 seconds to go in the third round."
Now the harder shots have been De La Hoya's in this round. Pacquiao has landed more.
Manny with a good body shot to the left side of the rib cage of Oscar. Nice head movement, making a difficult target with that left hand for Oscar. Oscar, you're right, Dave, is tentative with the right hand. He's gonna let that right hand fly down the middle.
Yeah, he shortened it up. He shortened it up, didn't trust it.
Let's go, Freddie.
The quickness, he poises, gets through. Throws a shot that was unexpected.
And if Oscar can't land the jab because of the movement, is what Freddie Roach said true. MGM Grand Garden Arena, the obvious hand speed of Pacquiao is just that. It's so obvious. The left hand down the middle. For the right-handed fighter, they say you throw the right hand down the middle.
And with Pacquiao moving like this, you see that it's been hard for De La Hoya to locate that lead right hand he wants.
And already different from the Stevie Forbes fight, where Stevie was fighting the fight of his life. He couldn't manage to win any rounds, or many rounds, if any, against Oscar. And Manny Pacquiao is certainly more than holding his own.
And just getting bolder as he sets up everything with good movement outside and then comes charging De La Hoya inside. And so far, it is a beautiful fight by Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, and Manny's seeing the right hand of Oscar, meaning that maybe Freddie's right, too, that Oscar's not able to get it off with the... And making, even when he lands, there's a right hand crisp in the jaw of De La Hoya.
And Pacquiao's getting bolder, coming toward De La Hoya and getting more into those shots.
All those jabs, about 5 or 6, and nothing landed. And that's just a little head movement of Manny, and now he comes in and unleashes an assault to the body, nothing powerful. But this is...
Yeah, in terms of power, Oscar De La Hoya has already been touched up more by Manny Pacquiao than he was against Floyd Mayweather for the whole fight.
Pacquiao is doing, and clearly doing more, in my opinion, than Mayweather did in the fight. Mayweather got the split decision. Pacquiao's
he hurt him there.
Caught him with the uppercut. Oscar's having a tough time right now with Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, from the moment we saw him entering the building, Oscar De La Hoya has not been comfortable. Not comfortable in the ring, not comfortable before the fight.
Not comfortable in his dressing room. No smiles, And that's not really his nature, though I understand what it's like on fight night for a professional prize fighter. That's the way he gets himself ready to fight. It's all business in the ring, and it's a dangerous sport. But right now, he's on the receiving end of the speed of Pacquiao with a minute gone in the 5th round of the fight. Just pawing with the jab, not really stepping up into it, not throwing the left hand to the body with any viciousness at all. And look at Manny. Look at the amount of punches he's throwing there.
And the power. Here's a guy that's come up from 106, and he's a legitimate welterweight power puncher here.
Actually heavier. Listen to the crowd's reaction as Pacquiao scores. On the night. Look at this.
He has been terrific moving up. Meantime, Oscar De La Hoya has not looked good coming down. This is not a comfortable weight class for him tonight. And he is just not the same Oscar De La Hoya we've seen in terms of the fire, and Manny Pacquiao is capitalizing on it to this point.
Some judges could have gone the other way in that one. So Oscar finally plants a right hand to the body, then upstairs, and now he finally starts hitting Manny, and all that seems to do is get an adrenaline flow for Pacquiao. But that's all Oscar's done in the entire 5th round of this fight.
Pacquiao in this fight.
In losing efforts to Bernard Hopkins, to Mayweather, twice to Shane Mosley, and Felix Trinidad, he didn't look this bad.
We'll have to just throw caution to the wind because the scorecards are pretty soon not going to be issued for him.
Oscar's left eye closing up with that jab and the left hand following it. And now here he tries to exchange with Manny. Nothing that he throws lands, and Manny touches him up. Oscar had his left hook that time blocked in the elbow by Pacquiao. So nothing really working for Oscar. Even when he opens up, Pacquiao is landing more shots.
Off with the left hook. But tonight, the speed of Pacquiao on the inside continually disrupts the momentum and the rhythm for Oscar De La Hoya.
And Freddie Roach won't allow Pacquiao to allow himself to get caught in up against the rope so Oscar can pin him down and unload 4 or 5 right hands on him.
Look at the patience here of Pacquiao.
Well, you know, people talk about the southpaw style of Manny Pacquiao, but he's known he's fighting a southpaw. He handled Floyd Mayweather with better ease than he's handling this guy.
Most surprising part of this fight is how Pacquiao has maintained his speed and still has good power at 147.
And then he moves, bounces right, bounces left, doesn't let De La Hoya get him off, and the bell sounds to end the 6th round, another Pacquiao round. And Oscar's, I look across the way, sitting on his stool, looks almost like a beaten fighter. Well, his corner said, come on, you got to take the fight to him and start landing some right hands, throw some right hands anyway.
You know, he knows it, but whether you get the body to do that.
You know, he threw the right hand that time with kind of the thumb out and the palm up. That's not the way you throw a power shot with your right hand. It's fight. Oscar again tentative with the left hand, so what does Pacquiao do? He cracks him with the right hand. He's working on that left eye of Oscar De La Hoya and has it almost shut. Oscar not getting off right hands, and he looks like he's almost shell-shy right now, the way Manny's attacking him.
And this has been the fight since the beginning. Pacquiao's power bothering Oscar De La Hoya, and Pacquiao gets off first. You don't see De La Hoya on the ropes like this.
And it was the corner of Pacquiao, namely Freddie Roach, saying don't get caught in the corner. Now De La Hoya's caught in the corner. And look at this guy go. Minute 15 seconds to go, and De La Hoya's in trouble.
He can't get off these ropes here.
He should be sliding down the ropes or grabbing this guy. Nothing is working for Oscar. Manny's punishing him right now. Oscar's heels are heavy. He's heavy in the thighs. His legs aren't there. Manny continues to put the pressure on him. Really slow with his jab now. The back up against the ropes, and Manny's on the assault. Tony Weeks having a good look at Oscar De La Hoya. Look at the legs ready to go of Oscar De La Hoya. And he nailed him with the right hand. He's all over him right now. Oscar's hurt. Pacquiao pouring the pressure on. Finally, Oscar steps away.
If there's another round like this fight will be over.
Well, I don't think Oscar can take another round like this.
They will be taking a real close look at stopping this when, look at this action. Pacquiao, 3 shots. And when do you see Oscar De La Hoya stand back and take
To beat Oscar De La Hoya the way he's doing it would be significant. But
There's a guy that barely stopped at 135 on the way up here and then jumped 2 more. And he's making himself look as good at 147 as he's been anywhere. We have never seen Oscar De La Hoya in as tentative a position throughout as he's been here. And he has to try and summon one last ounce of something because he needs it now. And Pacquiao still stands and slugs with him after getting hit.
Now remember that Oscar De La Hoya has been a great champion, and one big hand could change the course of this fight throughout his career. Let's see if there's one more miraculous move in Oscar De La Hoya. As I say that, Pacquiao pours the pressure on him, and this might be the miraculous finish of the career of Oscar De La Hoya. Pacquiao really labeling him and blasting him with left hand, right hand. Oscar's got to get out of the corner. When he feels the ropes, he needs to do what Freddie told Manny and then slide down the ropes and get out of there. This is no fight, no place to fight this guy. And look at that. Just as Freddie told him, he walked right back to the center of the ring. And now this is one thing that, again, the corner of Pacquiao, they don't want him to hot dog it. Finish this guy off if you can. Don't mess with this guy. And the power shots go right downstairs. And look at Pacquiao battle to the end of the 8th round, trying to stop Oscar De La Hoya in his tracks. But that ends the 8th, another Pacquiao round. You heard Tony Weeks say if you keep on taking punches, they're going to stop the fight. So I would say that you might be seeing the last round in the career of Oscar De La Hoya.
To the point where the first time Pacquiao gets De La Hoya in trouble, that might be it.
Well, Tony Weeks flat out said, I'm not going to let you take any more head blows. He knows he's 35, and it's all over. The fight is stopped. It's all over. De La Hoya can't answer the bell for the 9th round. It'll go as a technical knockout victory after 8 for Manny Pacquiao. An upset, a huge upset. A tremendous victory for Manny Pacquiao. Now on the horizon, a huge payday, probably in the spring.
And then a ringside inspector went in there right after that, and maybe they just had another opinion that, okay, let's not waffle on this. Let's also remember, Tony Weeks was here with the when Levander Johnson passed away in his fight. He's got that on his mind too. All these things weigh in so little.
Well, in Pacquiao's last 2 fights has been nothing short of sensation. I mean, he beat a terrific David Diaz. Here's the official announcement.
Here at the MGM Grand of Las Vegas, we turn a page in boxing history as this fight comes to an end. The official time at the end of round 8, referee Tony Weeks calls a halt to the bout. The winner by TKO victory, and still the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, the fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.
Rounds right away that he just couldn't get off. And look at the very end of the fight where Pacquiao is just...
He's really putting the pressure on at the end of round 8. Almost puts Oscar De La Hoya down. The right eye's closing, and after this, they'll go to the corner. And what they're monitoring is what kind of fight he has left.
At this stage, you know, when you face a great fighter like Manny, then you know, it's almost expected, you know. And as long as I worked hard and I trained hard, but like I told people in the gym, it's a whole different story.